crisis that not only the way you're describing it, but the issues are coming to a head between what you're describing and the sort of initiatives that you seem to have in mind, and what Ron DeSantis is doing in Florida, which sounds like the sort of program you have in mind for Texas. Um, there's going to there's definitely going to be a showdown
Yeah,
at some point or
it has
another.
to be. There has to be a showdown, because if there is not, what you are saying is that America is no longer a constitutional republic, it's a constitutional monarchy. And therefore, someone can stand up and just rule over us by edict, order, mandate, and decree. And so you cannot, as the president of the United States of America, say by executive order, we're going to have open borders. I mean, you want to talk treason, you want to talk about high crimes and misdemeanors, you want to talk about an impeachable offense. I was just a paratrooper in the Army, but I could see that clearly any day. And so if we ever get to this point where we say that the federal government does not have to abide by the Constitution, which is our rule of law, then what happens at the state level? And there are those that will say, well, the federal government, whatever they do, they're supreme over the states. When you talk about the federal government being supreme over the states, you have to read the supremacy clause. And there are two words in the supremacy clause that says pursuant thereof. The federal government is supreme over the states as long as they're doing the things that are pursuant thereof to the Constitution, our rule of law. When they're violating the rule of law, they are not supreme over our states. And that's exactly the constitutional crisis that we have, Ron, in that a federal government that is saying, we're just going to allow illegals to come in here. We're not going to do anything to them. As a matter of fact, we're going to give federal grants to non-governmental organizations that are just going to be travel agencies for these illegals, give them $1,300 to $1,400 of taxpayer money, and put them on airplanes on federal military installations within a sovereign state and fly them out to other states. This is a huge crisis.